Good morning. So, welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. I just got a text there from Deirdre. Yes, thank you. Happy solstice. Yeah, it was so beautiful this morning. I love watching how the sun slowly moves further and further back towards this particular tree. And yeah, so now at the moment it's directly behind this tree as it rises. And now slowly it's then going to move all the way back to the horizon. So it's back behind the forest again for the winter solstice. Yeah, I've been really struck by, how the planetary events like the full moon, the high tide, the summer solstice, the winter solstice, these points that mark environmental, yeah, ecological, I don't know, I don't even have words for it, but they're doing something to me as I notice them. So happy solstice, the longest day of the year. Um, yeah, so beautiful. So this morning as I walked, I began to move. I stopped and I watched the sun and I just began to move. And we're going to do those movements. They're a bit like the light sequence with a bit more tray and marshmallow included. So come lie on your back and we're going to move together. So lovely to be here this morning. Great, come. So starting on your back, your knees are bent. Just get a sense of how you land on the floor. Taking a deep breath, that physiological sigh, so a long breath, and then take another breath in on top of it. And just land into this long day. Like, do trees know that it's the summer solstice? I think they do. Do plants know? Do the animals know? I think they watch the cycles much more than we do even. It's amazing. So just begin to sway your knees from side to side. And close your eyes as you move. So your eyes are closed and you're just feeling into the sense of the movement of your pelvis, of your belly, of the rocking of the hips. Nice. And then lift your feet off the floor and rock your knees from side to side. And feel how it's really different in the muscles, in the connections. Nice. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling and rock your feet from side to side. So now I'm really much stronger into my elbows because I have to, like coming back from the side, I have to use my elbows more. Nice. Bring your feet to the floor. Roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. Feet are on the floor, and I'm just maneuvering my pelvis around on the floor. And then roll in the other direction. Really feeling that sense of the mapping out the back of the pelvis and the buttocks, the contact with the floor. Nice. Lift your feet off the floor, knees are bent, and roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. And as you roll, get a feeling of the territory, the sensations. What's more in this movement? What's different about this movement? Feel much more pelvis, much more lower back, and then roll in the other direction. I'm slowly moving down the mat at the moment. Nice. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Last one of these. Draw a circle with your legs straight, stuck together up towards the ceiling. So I'm drawing a circle. I'm drawing a clock on the floor with my pelvis again, and my legs are straight. Well, then roll in the other direction. What's different now? What's changed? Nice. Bring your feet really wide. Bring your feet to the floor. So my feet are wider than my mat. Shimmy up my mat. Wider than my mat. And then drop your right knee down into the center. And just pause there. Come back to center. And then drop your other knee down to the center. So last night, Mihal called by and he brought me a gift. So beautiful. I really appreciate this community and this connection with all these wonderful people who turn up and do yoga with me. So just continue to drop one knee down to center, pause, come back up, and then drop the other knee down. Pause and come back up. One knee down, back up, and the other knee down, and back up. So from here, your feet are wide, they're as wider than your mat. How do you drop your knee wide? Oh, and then drop your knee center. So my right leg is moving wide. So I'm trying to roll onto the baby toe side of my foot. And then I'm trying to roll onto the big toe side of my foot. And my left foot is not moving. I'm just really leaning into the deep groin, the deep inner thigh. Gnarly. Oh my God. So I'm going to slow this movement down. I'm hitting the end of my range really fast as I drop my knee backwards. So if I slow it down, then I have a smoother sense of the journey. Also, I'm going to really use from the moment that my knee is down all the way till my knee is back as my range. And then suddenly my body is much, much softer because it understands the range of where we're going. Notice that. Can you slow down and use the train track is much longer. And as soon as there's a long train track, your body will respond differently. Nice. Other side. So the left knee falls backwards or outwards. Left knee falls in. And begin to use the train track of where your knee is low until when your knee is back as the entire range of that left leg falling outwards. And for me, when I do that, actually my leg is so much smoother. It's very interesting. And what stops you from going back any further? Can you lean into it a little bit more, that back movement of the left thigh towards the left? Nice. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling, shake out your legs. Last movement on the floor. You're going to drop your left leg down a bit and swing your right foot till it's on top of your left knee. Pull your left knee up towards you. And then drop your right leg down a bit. And then grab your left ankle with your right knee and then pull that up towards you. So do that a few times. So you're swinging, grabbing, pulling. And your legs are doing it. Just lean into the end of the movement as deep as you can, feeling the range of what you're creating. So how far, how long? So let's try that thing again where I'm feeling the range from way down. And then yeah, it's very interesting. It changes my experience of the range if I acknowledge the full pathway of the movement. One more time each side. Awesome. Pause, feet to the floor. Nice. So cool. So roll all the way over and come up to stand. So you're standing on your mat. Your feet are hip distance apart. And so we're going to do a combination of movements that will move through the sides of the body, twist us, move us different ways. So start by turning your left foot to the left and then sweep your right hand across the front of you and just reach your right hand as far to the left as you can. And my right foot is getting lighter on the floor, but it's still touching the floor. And then come back and then go to the other side. So as I travel through the center, my feet are going to be wide, pointed outwards. And then I'm going to reach my left hand towards the right. So it's like upright whooshing. Oh my God, it's a new movement. So we're doing water whooshing standing up, actually. Oh, look at that. So just let your arm drop and then reach. And then you're going to see if you can actually like lift a little bit into the back toes or lengthen into the back leg a little bit more, and see if they can be connected with the top hand. So if it's not connected to the top hand, if I'm not reaching far enough with my hand, then my leg doesn't connect. So the further I lean towards the side I'm reaching on, the more my leg actually responds to what I'm doing. So my torso has to move over the foot that I'm moving towards. And I'm even going to start reaching a little bit more. Feel that it's a connected leg. And the connection happens because the leg tries to counterbalance the weight of your torso moving forward. Nice. Come back to center. Now, elephant. So swing your right arm across over in front of your face. Start with a low elephant, travel forward, and then your arm across the front of your face on the other side. So just begin by feeling side of the belly, armpit, rounding forward, side of the belly, armpit, rounding forward. And with elephant, you only move as far as your belly, your spine wants to move to. And so for me, I love back bends. And so I'm beginning to deepen. And as I deepen, my hand is going to push into my thigh. And I begin to kind of push my hips forward a little bit more. And I'm dropping my head to the side a little bit more. And I'm just awakening, arising. As always, if your shoulder doesn't like this, make the movement smaller with your shoulder, or you can even just lean your torso from side to side, looking back and over, okay? Like find the version of this that suits you. Nice. Come back to center. So we're going to do the elephant where we're looking at the ceiling. So swing your right arm across and then look towards the ceiling beside your elbow and then down. Do the same arm again. Right arm across, look towards the ceiling. And so it's like I go into elephant and then I flip and look upwards. So just feel that. One more time. How do you make this movement smoother with repetition? Other side. So left arm across, look upwards, and then down. So every time you repeat a movement, how does the movement connect in a smoother way? How do you really travel into my nervous system, my muscles, and me, all of me, is learning to interact with space, with my body, with my wonderfulness in a smoother and smoother way. Whew, nice, cool. Okay, so last of these. We do marshmallow. So bend both elbows. So your elbows are pulled back beside you. And then turn your left foot directly towards the left and then reach forward with your right hand. And then lean forward and try and touch as far as you can. Nice. Come back. And then the other side. So it's a little bit like whooshing, but you keep your back toe on the floor and you reach as far as you can straight out. And so when I do this, I really feel into my hips, into my lower back, and the back elbow is pulling way, way back as I do this. And so we're going to try and reach down towards the floor next time that you go. So reach down, touch the floor, come back. You dropped your marshmallow, back. And as you move, feel how your back is changing. So as I do this, I can feel a warming up of the deep of my spine. And the sense of the, nice, either side of my lumbar, the rib cage. Dropped your marshmallow. Nice, one more time. Each side. Yeah, my back feels really different after that now. Super. Hands to your hips, roll. Big circle. So it was something like that I did standing in the car park up the road. There's a place where the farmer drops off loads of hay and silage bales. And it just was this beautiful passageway or avenue for the sun to travel into. And so I paused and did some movement standing in the car park. It was beautiful. So stand to the front of your mat. Pause. Just feel your body. Nice. Reach your arms wide. Reaching up, look up. Bring your palms to rest in front of your chest. So lift your right foot off the floor and just slide. No, actually keep your foot on the floor, but just slide your foot around so it goes backwards and it goes forwards. So it's still on the floor, but you're just trying to see how far you can slide your foot. Can you slide it out, around? So your foot's still on the floor. You're just trying to slide it. Nice. Imagine you're going to put on your shoes. How do you put on your shoes? Just reach down and see if you can touch your right foot. Whatever way you do. Usually we round to do this. What way do you move? Foot to the floor. Step your right foot back so that it's back at a 45-degree angle. Bend your left knee deeply. Reach your arms forward and up. And then bend your elbows into swan. Reach your arms up. And then either bring your hands to your front knee and squish, or pull your elbows back and squish. So if you bring your hands, that was a very loud so into the microphone. So if you pull into swan, if you need more stability, hold your front knee, squish. Swan. Squish. Notice what changes in your spine as you move. Can you make it smoother? Can you be more connected, more alive in the posture? One more time. Rise, pause, leaning up and back. My palms are facing each other. My front knee's bending more, really anchoring into the baby toe side of my back foot. Get taller. Nice. Leaning forward, bring your left hand to your left knee. Bring the right hand to the floor. Turn your back toes so they face the floor. Drop your back knee down. Turn your chest towards the left, and then pull your left elbow up, and then dial in your twist by pulling it even more, and then extend your left hand up towards the ceiling. Can you sink a little bit deeper into that left hip and twist your belly more and more towards the left? And you widen your shoulders, connect into the floor to give the left hand more power, more reach. You can, if you want, lengthen your back leg or stay as you are. You can, if you want, have your left hand on your left knee. Listen to your body. Nice. Left hand to your left knee. Drop your right knee to the floor. Actually, bring your left hand behind your back, and we're just going to draw that left shoulder back and then drop it down. Pull it back. Drop it down. Pull it back. Drop it down. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Both knees to the floor. Rounding your back. Arching your back. Rounding your back. Arching your back. Rounding your back. Arching your back. Cool. Tuck your toes under. Walk yourself forward to the front of your mat. Try and walk between your hands if you can, whatever version of that you do. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide. Palms come together. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. Nice. So left foot. Sweep it around. Slide it on the floor. Nice. And then you got to put on your shoe. How do you put on your shoe? Interesting enough, the more I use the other leg as stability for my left leg, actually the more stable I feel. Whereas the more I keep my foot in the air, the more unstable I feel. Nice. Step that left foot back. Rise up, reach up, come into swan. Maybe you support yourself as you come forward. Maybe you don't and you come into the squish. How do you make this movement smoother? Swan. Squish. Can your body learn to be smooth and connected in this movement? Squish. Swan. Squish. One more time. Swan. Squish. Nice. Reaching up, pause on the up. Palms are facing each other. Lean upwards, really drop backwards into that back leg. Awesome. Bring your right hand down to your right knee. Bring your left hand to the floor. Drop your left knee to the floor. Twist yourself in. Pull your right elbow up. Reach up. Open through the chest. Widen through the body. Maybe can you anchor into that right hip a little bit more so you turn your belly more towards the right. Stay where you are or lengthen your back leg. You're always adapting. Maybe your arm doesn't go up like this. Maybe your knee doesn't do this. Maybe your hand doesn't do this. See what you do. How would you make some version of this movement where you feel met, where you feel able, where you feel well? Nice. Bring your right hand behind you. Drop your knee to the floor. And just move into your shoulder. Super. Both hands to the floor. Come rest into your child's pose. God, it's been ages since we've done a child's pose. God, ages and ages. So we're going to end the class in child's pose. I'd forgotten about child's pose. So funny. So as you rest, as you settle, as you arrive, how is this in your body in this moment? Summer solstice. The great turning of the year. Celebration of the light. I have this imagination, that all the trees are rejoicing and enjoying, Yeah, so beautiful. So have a wonderful day. Stay there for as long as you wish, resting, pausing, connecting, thinking about what the solstice is for you. What is it for you? Is it just another day? It is just another day. And yeah, how does that feel for us to be descending into the shorter days? This is what happens. But it does feel really exciting that we're having a summer this summer. Ireland often doesn't, so it's very nice. I'm very much enjoying this. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Be well, and really enjoying this movement. Thanks.